Brian was frothing during the break, so we got to bring back the tampering conversation. If you missed the top of the show, the NBA announced it has fined the Lakers $50,000 for violating the league's anti-tampering rule. These is in response to statements that Magic Johnson made about Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I want to be clear, when Magic was dinged for tampering with Paul George, it was because he was kind of hinting around about Paul George and the Lakers loving him and wanting to pursue him. These comments, which are clearly a little bit about his second offense, but the question is, was it an offense? The comments were him speaking as Magic Johnson, the former Laker great, comparing himself to Giannis as a player, and then saying, and this seems to be the opposite of tampering, he is doing great in Milwaukee. He is going to put Milwaukee on the map again and win them, a couple of titles.
Okay, so let's just go by the book here. If this was not another general manager, if this was another general manager who was not an all-time NBA great, and he commented about Giannis, he would have been held to the same standard. And in a way, this is the NBA holding Magic to the same standard that they would hold John Horst of the Bucks.
What's the standard?
I know.
If you
just
say
let me,
this guy is going to do well for that franchise.
Let me go just throw through the technical rules. And Magic has been told and fined before, don't do this, so he knew that he shouldn't have towed the line. So the NBA is technically following the rules here that they expect all the other general managers to take advantage, to follow. That said, tampering in the NBA is rampant. Tampering goes on nonstop all the time, and it's one of the things people complain about more than anything. So it is the NBA's trying to tap it down, but also what they let people get away with is kind of laughable. And for me, I want Magic Johnson as an all-time great to be able to comment about current players. I think that's good for the league. I don't want Magic to not be able to talk about LeBron James and comparing his greatness and his 5 titles to LeBron's 3 titles. We at this company and we as NBA fans want Magic to do that. So I think while I understand that by the letter of the law, I don't think the NBA is being very fair in its application of this. And, they're probably going to be sensitive to that because it's a difficult situation. But I just don't feel right about it. And beyond all that, I don't feel that publicly praising a guy is tampering.
You know, the Lakers have one of the biggest TV contracts, and that's what the league looks at. And they're like, you don't need that $50,000. This goes way back. They've always messed with the Lakers because of the success they've had. When you look back at the veto of the Chris Paul trade, I mean, just little stuff like that. Like, how does that happen?
Conspiracy theory.
There's a conspiracy maybe against the Lakers, maybe because of their success. How did they end up with Paul Gasol and all of a sudden win 3 more championships? It's just the Lakers. It's something about the Lakers.
This conversation. Wait, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just you got to look at all these things because it's
you know what's
something
funny about that though is that the Buss family. This is their prime.
Paul Pierce could take this story and make it the vast conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
But the funny thing is the Buss family owns the Lakers. It's their primary income stream. So finding the Busses $50,000 is finding a lot of money out of their bottom line.
That's just like me doing this.
No, you know what that is? That's the Steve Ballmer who lost like $1 billion yesterday in the market, and he'll probably gain $1 billion back by next week.
Right.
Steve Ballmer has got $20 billion. The Buss family, people used to say when Jerry Buss would make a trade to save $2 million in February, he'd say that's $2 million more for the tables in Vegas.
Right.
That's how it works. So $50,000 the Lakers is a little bit more
Let's be
meaningful.
honest, it was $2 million more for the Playboy Mansion. Let's just call it what it is.